This is a Samurai Nation podcast on the Samurai Nation Podcast Network. Greetings, everyone. It's time for the Cool Podcast. Yay. It's the big end of the year special that we're about to do now. The patrons voted, they did Pod Democracy, and now the results are in. It's time to do the podcast. And this might be the last one we ever do on the network. I'm not sure what's going to happen. The deadline has come and gone, and it's kind of to think about. It's sad that maybe the Samurai Nation Podcast Network is... We don't know what's going to happen. We'll find out, I guess. I almost did... I was ready to do the... thought the song was over. And we'll see what happens. Who knows? It's the Cool Podcast. All right, it's time for the podcast. Let's not get too much down in the dumps. We've got to celebrate. It's time to celebrate. It's time to celebrate because we did Pod Democracy and everything's going great because the patrons voted on it and they did Pod Democracy, and the winners are coming up in this very episode. We've got the 3 segments today. It'll be 3 extra long editions of the segments that you love, that you voted on. And I can't wait to get into it. I don't even want to delay any further. But what the hell is going on? What is that? What is that? What is happening?
Greetings, podcaster. This is a message from the Quick Viper Server Management Arm interface. This server will shut down for maintenance in approximately 1 hour. Please back up your files before shutdown or they may be erased. Thank you.
Oh my god. Jeez. What the hell? The server's gonna shut down in an hour? That means we only have an hour to do the... I guess that's good. I think we can handle that. Usually we try to come within an hour. The server's gonna shut down for maintenance, and this is Quick Viper saying that. So what could that mean? We know that the server was hacked by the Anonymous, acting on behalf of the Truth Seekers. Remember those people? We don't know where we stand with them, but they've been wanting to shut down the network because the Samurai Kid... Let's see if I can remember all this. The Samurai Kid, he gave the identity of the Oracle to the Serpent's sons, and the Oracle was captured. And they're seeking restitution in the form of $1.5 million to be paid for by the Samurai Kid and the Samurai Network, or else they will shut down the servers because they've hacked into it. And Samurai Kid was asking me to come up with the money because he couldn't do it, and I tried. Damn it, I did my best. I gave as much as I possibly could, but there's no way I could come up with $1.5 million. I wish. We need some high-powered investors or something. I don't have really any contact with people like that anymore. So the server might be shut down, but maybe it'll come back. Maybe I don't know. Things usually seem to work themselves out. I hope the best for the Samurai Kid, but we'll keep on keeping on, I think. I'll make sure all my files are backed up. Whew, man, this is crazy. I thought this was going to be a chill show. Anyway, let's get into the first segmentos. It's one of the winners of the big democracy thing I was just talking about. Here we go to the first segment. It's the podcast roundup. Congratulations. Congratulations to the podcast roundup. for winning for winning round 2 of the segment bracket. And man, it was maybe one of my best ideas that I came up with. The people came out in droves. Everyone was voting left and right. We'd had no voter fraud. All the ballots were tallied, and it was quite a success. People loved to do the voting on Google Forms, and everyone voted. All votes are accounted for. We had a huge turnout, and it's the greatest thing that's ever happened. So anyway, let's get into the segment. We're doing podcasts again. We love these things. And, well, looking around at my favorite website, Podbean. My real favorite website is Podnut. Okay, let's get that straight.
Podnut Media.
And maybe those guys will help me out too with servers being compromised. We'll see. So Podbean. We love Podbean, number 2 in terms of pod things. Just checking out Podbean. You can search Podbean hashtag on Twitter, and you'll find lots of automated tweets that say, check out my Podbean podcast on Podbean. And so that's how I found some of these, and it kind of made me go down a wormhole. Can you believe that? On the cool podcast, going down wormholes? Well,
cool podcast.
Let's check out some podcasts, and you'll kind of see what the pattern is for some of these podcasts. This is going to be fun. And here's one of the podcasts.
Hey guys, and welcome to Two Beards Podcast, where I am one of your hosts, Nick. This is Levi.
Not a lot of fuss from you today.
For what are you on about?
Just like getting set up. Normally, you're just like finagling with a lot of shit.
Yeah, I got
like,
things and
for
stuff.
like 10 minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
He'll like get a phone call
Sure.
or a FaceTime. He'll mess with his mic for like 10 minutes.
Well, today you
He's
just
always
did
doing
One Direction, so all I had to
finagling.
go was go bloop, and I'm like, oh, that's it.
Yeah.
So.
I was just commenting on it. Like, we sat down and we were ready, and I was like, that's a first.
You're like waiting around, like, you sure you don't want to do something?
Yeah.
How are you
Normally,
like?
I start recording
Exciting
like 5
stuff.
minutes before you're actually
And then I ask like 3 times, are we recording?
Yeah. I'm like, still,
Did
yeah.
you start recording it? Yeah.
Now
well,
you
I-
looked at me and
I
you're like,
hit stop.
why aren't we recording yet? And I was like, well, you just sat down.
Figured you had to go through your ritual.
Yeah.
These are all fun and will probably
fun.
pose a problem audibly.
Yeah, they're on your side now. So
Perfect.
you'll be playing with them.
It's fun.
That's fine with me. How do you like? Is your mic different from last week? I feel like it's
No.
No.
It's exactly the same, and it's still bugging me.
Okay. Sorry about it.
What am I going to do?
I mean,
What am I going to do?
there are so many things.
I'm going to open a beer.
Yes.
So we are drinking the referenced beer Red Can, reference from our last episode.
The Red
all the
Can
time.
episode. This is a podcast called Two Beards Podcast. Drinking a light lager with some light convo, and man, they got some mileage out of talking about some of the behind the scenes. And hey, you usually adjust your mic, and my mic's messed up, and I'm just trying to imagine what it would be like if I had a co-host here. And maybe that could be an idea. Maybe that could be a possibility for an upcoming episode. Have a co-host to do some of these things with. And it's usually just me alone in the studio, and somehow I can get through it all. When you've got a co-host, there's things you can kind of talk about, banter back and forth about how the mics are all messed up. So that's the Two Beards podcast.
It's a light lager made by Hop Valley. Made or brewed?
Yes.
Do both work?
See if I can find some info on this.
4.1%, 105 calories. I don't think they list IBUs, but I didn't check. So,
Fair enough. Like that one time a couple weeks ago.
no,
I was all like, it's there. And you're like, cool.
they don't. It's
They
not
don't.
there. So,
Exciting stuff.
Yeah, today will be a pretty cash episode. Probably not even going to rate this beer, to be honest.
It just holds too high of an esteem with us where
They're
I
rating
don't
the
think
beers.
five seems limiting.
That's good. That's kind of cool. They're rating different beers. So it's a beer podcast. All right. Well, I can't really find a description of it, so two beards and some beers. Okay, let's check out our next episode. Let's check this one out. I think they're going to say the title.
Between two beards.
Between
beards.
two
beards.
beards.
Beards. Beards. Between two beards. Beards. Between two beards. Beards. Between two beards. Between beards. Two beards. Between two beards.
Between
beards.
two beards.
Episode 11. Yeehaw.
Episode 11. We're back.
How you doing, buddy?
Back, baby.
Man, I'm doing pretty well.
Between two
Had a
beards.
nice river trip yesterday with the fam for
This is
free.
Between Two Beards. Two outdoor industry professionals sit down and talk paddle sports, outdoor recreation, and that parent life. We'll invite celebrated outdoor professionals to come sit between two beards for verbal jousting and laughter. It's like Between Two Ferns, but with between two beards. They've got a special guest, Bryant Baker, the river operations it says manger. I think they want to say manager from Ace Adventure Resort, founder owner of Rim to River Endurance Company, and B-baller at large.
Fishing days here in Virginia.
Oh, snap. Where'd you go?
We did the James River. We did a section that's Scottsville to Hardware, which is about a 5.5 mile section. And
Okay.
yeah, it was good. Lots of fishing and floating.
Yep. Yeah, did the girls
Fishing
paddle their
and
own
floating.
crafts, or was this like family flotilla rig? What was up?
Yeah, Martha Lucy paddled her own rig, and then I was in my own, and then Harriet was in the
I need a-
canoe
I need a
with
canoe
Eliza,
rig.
our youngest. And
I'm gonna give up.
my
I'm gonna give up gaming.
mom.
I'm gonna give up gaming with my gamer rig and get more or less some sort of outdoor rig. So I need to go outdoors more. And these are family guys, so they go outdoors with the family, and what could be more enjoyable than that?
The northern end of the southern coal fields and the transition
Just a little
of West
fast
Virginia
forward here.
being a kind of coal-based economy to more of a service-oriented tourism economy. Given kids those experiences so that they can connect to that, even that revenue generator for the state, I think, on a whole other level besides just the restorative therapeutic benefits of recreating outside.
I love to connect to the revenue generating stuff going on. Some interesting outdoor podcasts. That could be something to do for another future segment. Let's get to our next. We're going through all the podcasts, and let's see what this next one is. Are you seeing the theme
What's going
here?
on, everybody? I'm Stax.
Are you seeing the
and
theme
this is
here?
Rocket. And today's episode is Winem Dynam 69.
What?
So today we're going to be talking about relationships.
It's nasty.
Yes. Rocket's got some questions for me, and
It's comedy and
that's kinda how
raw
that's gonna go.
Yeah, just some
conversations.
general topics and questions.
It's
and
two
just,
beards and a mic.
things we're just going to talk about, just going on.
Sex. Sounds like they're going to talk about doing
Version, I guess you
sex.
call it. Of relationships. But, yeah, Winem Dynam 69. I'm excited. I more less
Nasty.
believe in 68. And I owe you one. Not a lot of girls believe in it, but, you know,
That's pretty
personal
good.
opinions and all.
a little for
But-
me, none for you.
But, yes, so should we just jump right into it?
Yeah, let's
Oh,
roll.
real quick, though. Rockets made it to the second round of the playoffs. Woo woo.
Woo.
Anyway,
If you say so.
fuck those Bears.
It's basketball. What the fuck?
All right. So
You're saying fuck the
Oh.
Bulls, not the. You can't do that.
well, the Bulls.
Just Jordan.
Bulls haven't made it to the
team?
playoffs
Come
in
on.
years, man. Fuck the Bulls. Fuck Jordan.
Oh, dude. We don't even want to get on this conversation.
Back to subject at hand while we drink our delicious Bud Light beers that we're not getting paid to
Yeah,
sponsor.
beers.
Um,
Have beards and beers.
So, the first topic will be about divorce.
Oh,
So I
no.
looked it up. I did some research. Divorce rates for today's time. And it seems
My
like it's pretty
PC's
much
getting
been the same for
optimized.
the last 30, 40 years. It's between 40 to 50%.
Divorce.
So pretty much half of
Beards.
everybody in
Bearded
America.
guys
I just did this for
worst.
the U.S. rate. Pretty much everybody in America, half of those people get divorced.
That's crazy.
Get
Dang.
married. I also looked up the top reasons for divorce, and it gave me 5.
Here we go.
First one, of course, is infidelity, cheating affairs. Second one is money problems, which if I remember correctly, man, about 10 years ago when I was reading a thing in class or something, maybe a psychology class or something, money was number 1.
Yeah, it used to be. I mean,
Infidelity was number 2.
Money.
yeah, I can see that. Like, but I just broke all the time.
But I can see infidelity now at an all-time high because, social media, Tinder, Facebook, all these things you can get on.
Interesting.
Like, hey,
This is kind of interesting so far. Talking about, I like that these guys, even though they said a bunch of nasty stuff, they get right into it. There's none of this weird preamble stuff. I guess the outdoor guys did too. But they're getting right into it, talking about topics and what's going to happen next. What's the discussion? And I'm sure that they've got things to say, and maybe I won't agree with all of it, but that's just what happens with podcasts, How about this one? Now we've done 2 beards. We've done all different kinds of beards. But now we're going to do 3 beards. We're going to do the 3 Beards podcast. And they do conspiracies. They do a little bit of everything. Conspiracies, MMA. They do conspiracies, true crime, cryptids. I love the cryptids. And paranormal and MMA. And they're in Florida. And sports, too. And weird topics, even. Man. These guys are getting into it. They have other shows as well with different topics.
Look, I know the supernatural is something that isn't supposed to happen, but it does.
Supernatural. This is crazy.
Which expects to be the leader of other nations can expect to stay behind in this race for space.
The 3
What does it take to convince you that the
3
dead do not always
beards.
rest in peace?
Episode is brought to you by Bratz Beard Care, premium beard oil made right here in Central Florida. Go to bratzbeardcare.com.
Beard oil.
Use promo code 3beards with a capital B. You're going to save 20% off your order along with free shipping.
Not 3
Check out our
beers,
signature blend
3
3B,
beards.
as well as Kelly has a brand new one for the holidays called The Gentleman. It is a nice blend of barrel-aged whiskey and tobacco. So
Whiskey
that's
beard.
just brand new. Austin's got a bottle of it. He says it smells amazing.
Awesome.
Give that a try. Go to bratzbeardcare.com. Check that out. And if this is not, not enough from the first time, we have decided to bring back the 3 Beards Psychic Friends Network and bring back Chris.
Psychics.
Back here for us, Chris Garcia. Thank you for
I love the
joining us. We had a
psychics.
fantastic time last time. There was quite a few people that tuned in, had questions, and I was blown away with some of the answers that you were able to provide them and validation for them as well. So that's everybody as you're watching.
cool.
Feel free to ask questions. He's going to answer them live on the air.
It's
We're also
live.
got it up there. He has his PayPal link.
Watch live.
So if that's one of those things. He's not asking for anything out of it, but if you feel inclined,
If the spirit moves you, send him a PayPal with a psychic guy. I guess if he reads your psychic stuff correctly. Okay, let's do one more. We've really got to get this down under the 1 hour mark today because the server's going to shut down. So let's get one more. This is everyone.
Yo, what's up, you Super Max sign-in regretting in a year, motherfucker? 2 Beards, 1 Garage back with another episode. It is
very
December 15th,
Yeah.
2020. All you fucking douchebags that hate this year, you only got 2.5 more weeks, so...
And he loves this year so far. Everyone who hates this year so far is a D-bag. He loves it. This is his favorite year.
And that was a reference to Giannis.
Yeah.
Signing the Super Max. What was that, 224.4? Something like that?
Something like that. You're pretty close.
They're in the
Kind of
garage.
sucks that I didn't
Sound
really
quality is
give a
terrible.
shit today about that. Like,
Yeah, we were working. All of a sudden, you're just like, Giannis signed. I told you at work, I'm like, fuck. You'd think that we should have been more excited, but
yeah,
I don't know. It's just like, yeah, the NBA now, I'm like, yeah, fuck, they can piss off. I don't know. That's just kind of how I feel about that.
Yeah, the NBA did not do well, I think, with like PR. And I mean, we've kind of talked about it, but
yeah,
kind of taking all the excitement away when it's just like always beating social justice in your head.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
now I'm more like, well, why did you go away from it? Why not just keep going?
Because everything they're mad about definitely isn't fixed.
No, that's the thing. It's like, so you think
Gosh.
that...
Okay. Let's get into these guys. And of course, as soon as someone says, F the NBA, we hate basketball. Well, I think you can pretty much guess where that's coming from and why that is. So we don't need to get into their opinions on that. And it's 2 beards, 1 garage. Terrible sound quality. That's a roast. And this episode is called If Peeing Your Pants is Cool, Consider Me Miles Davis. These guys seem really cool. All right, let's get into that was everyone's favorite segment. Let's get into the next one. Right about now. What's the next one? Let me do a big drum roll. Fill some time here. Everyone's second favorite. Now, these are all the top 3 favorite segment of all time in the Cool Podcast is
Cool Podcast.
This next one coming up right now. And here we go. It's this one. Here it is. I want my coins! Man, my soundboard trigger finger is off. I keep hitting the boo button. Disregard that boo. It was meant to be a yay. Maybe I should switch those around. I need to put the boo somewhere where I can't reach it easily. So I'm hitting boo. We're not booing anything most of the time. It's okay, let's get into the coins. I want my coins. Oh, and there was another beard podcast, but we're not going to listen to that. Talking beards. Okay. Well, and I need to authorize new device. Because I'm going to get into CoinDesk. Because I need to check on my coins. I wanted the coins. If you'll remember, I wanted them. And now I have them. I have quite a few of them. A percentage of them. And let me get into I want to authorize the computer. I want to authorize the computer to get into the coin portfolio balance for my coins. I want the coins and I got them. They're right here.
I can't stop buying crypto.
And do I tell everyone how many cryptos I have? If you know, I put in $20. And that's for everyone to know, so you can know how big it's getting. And if this thing gets too big, then I don't know. I'm probably not going to say. If it gets to be in the thousands of dollars, then I'll just say, well, I got, here's the Bitcoin is going up, but you don't get to know how much I have now. But right now we're at 35. We're at 35. 35.12. So we went from we did $20, and of course there was a processing fee, and then we got a little $5 bonus. A bonus, wouldn't you believe that? For signing on. I think it had to do with we watched a video or some reason there's a $5 bonus, which is kind of cool. That's free money right there. So if you need $5, go into Coinbase and you'll get a reward. So that put us up to 23, more or less. But Bitcoin has skyrocketed through the roof. Because last time we checked, they were like, is it going to be 20,000? Is it going to be $20,000? Is it going to be more than that? And right now, let's get like a rocket taking off sound. Rocket taking off. And hopefully it's not going to blast our eardrums out, but maybe it is. Bitcoin is through the roof, everybody. It's crazy. It's taking off and Bitcoin is through the roof, taking off through the air. Okay. Bitcoin is through the roof, taking off, blasting off through the air. Right now we're at 28,891, and they were trying to figure out, is it going to get to Is it going to get to 20,000? That was the last time we talked about it. I think that's what we were wondering. Is Bitcoin going to break 20,000? Well, it did. It broke through the roof, and now it's 28,000. I'm getting money, all kinds of money. So anyway, I went from 23 because I got the $5 bonus money, and I'm at 35, and I think it's time to cash out. Man, we made a lot of money. Or maybe I'll buy some more crypto.
I can't stop buying crypto.
There's a lot of fun stuff, though, on Coinbase. I have not done anything. I've not done anything for Coinbase. But it's kind of interesting. You go into earn rewards, and you can learn about the graph and earn $3 in GRT, the graph. You can earn all of this money. Let's see, here's one for Cello. You can earn $6 in CGLD, Cello, an open platform for digital payments. What is Cello? So you watch all their videos and they'll give you money. And I love to watch videos, and I love money. So maybe when I have some downtime, I can get some different rewards, earn rewards by doing different things, watching videos. I think we watched one of the videos, and some of them you have to do a quiz. So that's maybe not something we'd be too good at.
Organization whose core mission is to enable greater financial freedom and to level the economic playing
So
field
anyway,
for everyone.
I think we've even watched this one.
Control over their assets.
Controlling the assets, blah, blah, blah. Compound maker, and you've got the graph. What is the graph? We have to learn different lessons. Decentralized protocols provide reliable and neutral access to software and information. The graph, decentralized protocol for blockchain. And Google. Okay, this is just, my mind goes blank as soon as you want to take the quiz. Well, do we want to do quizzes in the coin? We don't have time. Anyway, that's what's going on Coinbase. Bitcoin is through the roof, everybody. It's all great. It's all good. But some different coins are not doing too good. There is some controversy with the coins. Wouldn't you believe that? I like to look up the Bitcoin
Thank you,
hashtag.
Beer Horse.
I can see I'm hitting the wrong buttons left and right. But we'll thank Beer Horse anyway. Hitting all the wrong buttons now. Something's
Welcome
off.
back to the show, everybody. It is being called the court case, the cryptocurrency trial of the century.
Oh my
SEC versus Ripple. And we have a court date. I can tell you right now that this is a lot bigger than whether XRP is a security or not. Let's go ahead and roll that intro and make the case.
What
This is Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes.
I'm watching a video, and it's about how XRP and Ripple are doing a court case against the SEC, and I'm not talking about football. Football's not doing Bitcoin. Actually, well, Robert Denby posted that there's a football guy who's getting paid in Bitcoin, which is pretty cool. But no, it's not college football getting involved in going to court with Bitcoin, XRP. No, it's the government. Frick! The SEC Securities Exchange Commission attack on crypto. What are they doing? They're attacking the coins. No! Let's get out of here. I don't want you to get my coins. They're all for me.
Welcome back to the show. You can follow me on Twitter at BackupBradleyAbove at the top of the screen. And everything that we're talking about here today, it is being referred to as the cryptocurrency trial of the century, the SEC versus Ripple. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to make the case while we're here today that this is a lot bigger than just whether XRP is a security or not. And we have a trial, a court date that you should know about for this event. Let's go ahead and get into this thing.
I know all about court dates and lawyers and all that. Oh man, I'm having flashbacks. Remember when that happened? Whew, it's been a crazy year on top of what's all been going on, and then having to go to court for my show. I don't even want to relive that nightmare, Big Jim. Ugh. Well, that's kind of what Ripple and XRP are going through right now. on one side, and then on the other side is the bad guys, the government. They're trying to steal all the crypto.
So we know that what we're talking about here, everybody knows. If you haven't seen
Everybody
the court case
knows
or
it.
any of the information that's covered,
I
that
know all
Ripple is
about
being
it.
sued by the SEC because of a violation of an unregistered security of XRP and not having that registered. The argument is that is an unregistered security, and they should be fined, and there should be ill-gotten gains returned to the investors, the whole bit. And Ripple is going to make their case very soon, because this comes from Jim B. Thank you, Jim. Always appreciate everything you send, my friend. If you look
Jim
here,
B.
it does break down in this. It is.
I've heard of B. Jim, but he got this from Jim B. Oh, crap. Big Jim is behind this also. He's trying to go to. I know the guy loves to go to court, but now he's trying to go to court against this type of coin that they're. I don't even know what it is.
Initial pretrial conference order. Counsels for all parties are directed to appear for an initial pretrial conference in accordance with Rule 16 of Federal Rules of Civil Procedure at 10 a.m. February 22nd, 2021. There we go. We're talking about 2 months from now, right?
Oh,
so
no.
to be held telephonically, and the parties are directed, and it gives the number and the access code. Principal trial counsel must appear at this and all subsequent conferences. Initial conference set for February 22nd, 2021. There we go. Judge Annalisa Torres.
There we go. Judge Ito.
And that was yesterday that was filed, apparently. So, again, shout out to Jim B. for the information on that. That is exciting and very interesting. We will keep up to date as much information as
we don't want to shout out Jim B. We hate him. The SEC is going crazy. They're, according to, this is from Ripple. This is from Ripple's website. I don't even know what Ripple is. Maybe I should look that up. The lawyers for Ripple said the SEC is completely wrong on the facts and law, and we are confident we will ultimately prevail before a neutral fact finder. XRP, the third largest virtual currency with billions of dollars in trading every day, is a currency like the SEC has deemed Bitcoin and Ether, and is not an investment contract. The case bears no resemblance to the initial coin offering cases. Need my coin sound. Yeah, the SEC has brought different things against. Oh, this is interesting. The initial coin offering cases the SEC has previously brought and stretches the Howey standard beyond recognition. Oh man, Howey, that's one of our patrons. He sets high standards for the coins. We know that he loves them. Hi Ripplers, in my 5+ years at Ripple, I've seen an incredible amount of progress, innovation, and growth. This year alone, we've brought market new products and features leveraging XRP like line of credit, enabling a better payments experience for our customers and their customers. Interestingly enough, after all these years, it's the two things that have not changed that stand out to me the most. Our vision, the Internet of Value, and the fact that XRP is a currency and not a security. It's unequivocally the best digital asset for payments. As you read on, know that today, maybe more than ever, I continue to vehemently believe this. XRP is not an investment contract. Ripple are not shareholders. The market value of XRP has not been correlated with Ripple's activities. The price of XRP is correlated to the movement of our virtual currencies. Let me be clear. The government is coming after us. Brad wrote this. Brad, he must be the CEO of Ripple. Easily move money to all corners of the world. RippleNet. Better payments experience and all that stuff using the coins somehow. Liquidity solutions. Learn more about Ripple. Interesting. Enabling the Internet of Value. Ripple's open source developer platform enables developers to do stuff. Man. Don't know what this is. I don't understand. On-demand liquidity. That's what I need. I need some capital. Free working capital. I would love some free capital. I would love some money. Free up working capital and get ahead of the competition. Pre-funding accounts in destination markets ties up capital that you could put to work growing your business. Through on-demand liquidity service, RippleNet leverages the digital asset XRP as a bridge between two currencies, allowing you to eliminate pre-funding of destination accounts, reduce operational costs, and unlock capital. That does sound weird now. I think I'm in favor of the government. They leverage the coin, the XRP, as a bridge between the other coins. What the hell? It's liquid. You can get free money.
Our company is entirely
Love some free money.
of freelancers. So we're a freelance company for freelancers by freelancers. We build technology and tools to help our clients recruit, hire, manage, and most importantly, pay freelancers globally. When we work with RippleNet, we hyper-focus on underserviced corridors that have the greatest problem. So we can go to parts of the world where there's the greatest opportunity for growth that are having the most difficult payment challenges. The guy in the Philippines who makes $50 a week, they've completed their timesheet, they're getting a payout over a long weekend. Someone who's making $50 on the other side of the planet cannot wait 3 days to get paid. And when they do, if we're working with maybe one of your industry counterparts that's charging $2 to $5 per transaction, that's 5 to 10%.
That's a lot of percents. On-demand liquidity uses XRP to bridge between two currencies in as little as 3 seconds, ensuring payments are quickly sent and received in local currency. Now that does sound weird. Something is fishy here. I think I'm on the side of the government. Didn't think I'd ever say that. XRP. Alright, well, is that enough of that? Is that your favorite segment, everybody? I hope you enjoyed. We're talking about XRP. Oh, we didn't... How much time do we have left? We've got to get in under an hour. I teased this out on the Discord, so we got another guy talking about XRP.
What is going on out there, peeps? All right, it just seems to be getting worse and worse for XRP. Again, it just looks that way. So, I thought maybe I should jump ship until things start to settle down, and then maybe you might be
need to buy some
buying XRP on a much cheaper price than where we are now.
Interesting.
And then I thought about it, and I said, no, I'm just going to keep... I'm not putting... Instead of having all my money just in XRP, because it did take a little bit of a hit.
What's XRP?
Because it's still dropping in value. Again, my coin is Ethereum and always has been, so I split it between the two. So I still have the same amount in my XRP. I mean, I limited the amount of my XRP and put the rest into my Ethereum is what I'm doing. I just think there's still too much happening with XRP. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, there's an article. I need to remove my XRP into all my XRP into Ethereum. There's a reason for that. I'm going to show that to you here real quick. If you guys are thinking about buying precious metals, then you should give a consideration to our friends over there at Money Metals Exchange. The link is in the description. If you are a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, you use promo code PIMPY, P-I-M-P-Y, and get a free half ounce of silver.
It's Pimpy's investment chat.
Return buyers until the end of the month, which is coming up real quick here. Spend more than $200.
Money Metals Exchange.
And they will give you $10 back. It's just a way of saying thank you. And I
buy some coins from the peeps.
Nonetheless, you guys know I got another second YouTube channel. It's important, you guys, because when I try to put certain videos up, they get removed. But I don't want anything to happen to that channel. Yesterday, I tried to put up a video twice, and they suspended me just for about almost a day. But nonetheless, it's back up, and things are fine. I'm just saying... It's kind of risky, some of these videos because I talk about things that are in current events. Some of these I can't put on the other one, but for the most part, if I think it might cause me a suspension, which I don't want, or cause them to continue to delay my demonetizing the channel because it's still not monetized, then I will put them over on this channel over here. Okay, and having said that, this is the video that I tried to upload yesterday.
He's got
transparency right here.
Controversial stuff on this other channel. It's Pimpy. He's a Bitcoin guy. Pimpy's investment chat. He's got another channel, The Hidden Things in Front of Your Eyes. You got to see this. It's a little montage of Trump and different, very badly photoshopped. His other channel is about conspiracy and Pimpy news. See what Pimpy's up to.
Then I will put him over on this
He's a
channel
big
over here.
Trump guy.
Okay, and having said that, this is the video that I tried to
was trying
upload
to
yesterday.
upload a video.
It's called Transparency. Right here, you guys go to library and you find my profile. You can look at it. So that's the video they could have taken down. I added it up and took it down twice. I was able to get it over here onto library, but I couldn't get it nowhere else. So anyways, you can see why I have library. And I come over here, all these videos are here, even the ones they removed and even ones that they edit that's untouched. So all the videos are here in their peer form. Come on over there and check them out. So let's get back into what's going on with gold, metals, and cryptocurrencies, you guys. All right. So again, gold and the
Okay, he's doing gold and cryptos, and he's got all of his videos that you can see on a different website. See all of his conspiracy stuff. It's Pimpy. Okay, we'll check back in with Pimpy some other time. Let's get into our final segment. These are everyone's favorite segments, the ones that have been voted, and the top 3 segments of all time. The GOAT segments. And I thought maybe another segment would win. I'm kind of surprised that this one won. But it's been around for a while on the show. Man, we are cutting it close, too. Oh, no. We got to get into it now. I'm going to stop vamping. Crap. Maybe I'll have to do more of it on the next episode. If there is one. The server's going down. Is the show even going to be around anymore? Who knows? This next segment. Check it out. Here it goes. It's Your Gusher is Gross. It's the Gushers. We need to go through the Gushers fast. We're running out of time. Oh no! Let's get into another Gusher guy. This is another Gusher guy, and he's friends with Charles Beckwith, who did the fashion. He did Pod. The Pod. We've talked about him a lot. Well, he's got a friend over here. We've never looked into this guy. It's a good thing we found a new guy on Gusher, because there's not a lot of them on here. Not a lot going on the Gusher website, but we've got a new guy, new friend. He's friends with Charles Beckwith. He's joined some of his teams. He's also in the fashion world, and he does entrepreneur, and he does a little bit of everything. It's Rob Sanchez, and this is his Gusher Venture League.
Welcome to Venture League. Venture League is a competitive league for serial entrepreneurs. We are building businesses in a competitive environment and doing this in a
Sounds like Shark Tank.
Points race fashion where the overall winner earns equity in all of the companies that are started. This is an exciting way to...
Why does it keep pausing me? I'm being shadow banned by the servers.
To get back to our roots as kids, where we are playing in competitive leagues
back to our roots
as a
kids.
way of really pushing ourselves and getting to the peak performance that's possible. I would love to have you join us. I'm looking for people who are passionate about entrepreneurship, people who love thinking about problems sideways, and people who really just want to push the boundaries of what they think is possible. We're going to do this in a fun and playful environment. I'm looking forward to having you along for the ride.
Venture League. Now, let's get into what's going on in this video. We're going to go back to the days of being kids when we all we played in the playgrounds, starting our different startups. Remember that? So this sounds like Gusher. This sounds like a different Gusher variant, a hybrid spin-off of Gusher, where competitive league of creating companies. Team captains create companies, and boy, if you get hired last, if you get picked last, or the team captain picked you last for the startup, you won't feel good, too good about that. He hires employees, test the market, create MVP, and scale under a tight timeline, earning points for their team along the way. 10 teams compete in a classic point scoring based system. The classic system of point scoring based on the performance of the new startups that they create in a sprint during a 10-week season. Whoa, it's like doing sports except for startups. They've got 10 weeks to do a startup. They'll get points. There are 2 seasons per year, with the top 3 companies earning equity in all of the other startups created during the season. Points are awarded for milestones and on overall achievements over the full season. The world is going through changes, all kinds of crazy stuff. We need an exciting atmosphere for entrepreneurial minds. While at the same time, this is about fun. This sounds like a lot of fun. Creating a startup in 10 weeks, and then if you win, so speaking of SEC and football, this is like football except for startups. The video is really funny too. You have to check this out. Rob Sanchez. His thumbnail picture is a nice little headshot, but his video, he looks like he just got out of the shower, number one. He's standing directly in front of a lamp. So you've got his head on one side. Imagine this floppy mop of hair that's wet. And then on the left side, you've got a lamp that's kind of washed everything out. I don't understand why people don't take better videos sometimes. But he just had to do it in 5 seconds.
Kids, where we are playing in competitive way to get back to our, this is an exciting way to get back to our roots as kids, where we are playing in competitive leagues as a way of really pushing ourselves and getting to the peak performance that's possible.
You really should have rehearsed this, written something out, did something better, because this video is not good. We're going to do like we were kids when we played competitively. We all had our startups. Venture League. This is Rob Sanchez. He's a new guy. He's a new Gusher guy. Creative entrepreneur, business strategist, podcast pioneer. He's got podcasts. I'm looking at his LinkedIn. He's the founding partner of Helios Delph and Cherry and Oak. Commissioner of Venture League. He's the commish. He's the head of it. The startups are going head to head in a season. Hopefully my favorite startup is going to be, hopefully 6 to 7 wins, and then they'll go get to the startup bowl game, and then whoever wins the bowl game, if they're ranked, they'll go into the startup playoff, and then whoever wins, it's 4 teams, and then they'll face off and see who wins the big startup championship. But then here's what I'm confused about. Maybe I need to get into startups. I need to start understanding startups. They all want equity in each other. It's kind of weird. Startups are weird. We need to get into understanding startups, and that's what the Gusher is going to help us do. The winner gets equity in all the other companies. So all these losers, you're gonna get equity in these companies that stink, that didn't even win. And what if the other companies are like, ugh, I hate this company. They beat us in round 2 of the startup tournament. Now they own part of my company. I hate these guys. They're our rivals. They're our big rivals in the other startup conference. This is just insane. I don't understand. I don't understand anything about doing this. Why am I even doing this? Holy crap, we're running out of time. Okay. So anyway, he's the open source business CEO. He's the corporate parent of Mouth Media Network. We're going to look at that. Public speaker at Badassery. And an adjunct professor of law at Fordham Law School, where he also serves on an entrepreneurial law alumni council. And he won an award for the Fashion Fellows, the 12 people to watch in the fashion tech industry. He's a lawyer, a fashion industry lawyer, and he's friends with Charles Beckwith, who's another fashion guy. So anyway, he's this Badassery. We're not going to look at that, but we want to look at his podcast thing. We love podcasts. Mouth Media Network. This is cool. This is really cool. And then we're going to have to close out the show. We went a little long today, but we're getting dangerously close for the servers to be ending. And I hope the emergency... Oh no, we're getting a warning here. It's time to probably finish the show. But this is kind of interesting, and this is an overlap to the podcast roundup, which is that he's got an interesting idea, the Mouth Media Network. This is kind of cool. Audio for business, meeting your growth and communication challenges. Mouth Media Network specializes in fostering great business-focused conversations about entrepreneurship, strategy, innovation, ideation, careers, and positive impact, and more. That's a word. I don't know. Ideation. That's a word that they just invented. Is that a word now that we're using? Is that a word now that we're using? Ideation? I never really have heard of that one, but until I got into the business world, I have lots of ideas. Anyway, via powerful remote audio and video recording capabilities in the studio or during curated networking events, capturing conversations for targeted delivery enables effective and efficient solutions to a variety of common business challenges. Actively engage with an audience during remote recording sessions. Scalable service models are available to meet the needs of a broad range of companies and institutions. What's the Mouth Media Network? Strategize, plan, produce, distribute podcasts. They do strategic business development, targeted internal communication, share mission-critical information with groups, transmit your intent. So they're doing they're doing internal business podcasts. Is that what this is? They're doing podcasts for at work, is what I think this is. They have some different now this is interesting. They have some different public-facing shows. So they have the Mouth Media Network. Wouldn't you believe it? We're gonna have to look at some of these podcasts on the other segment. But wouldn't you believe it? Wouldn't you believe it? One of the podcasts on here, American Fashion Podcast, which is our favorite fashion tech guru, the fashion industry's favorite show, Charles Beckwith, and his business executive, Katie Shepis. It's a deep dive. Interesting. So you got Mouth Media Network, and of course Charles Beckwith has got his own project, The Pod. And Mouth Media Network is evolving into audio for business. Wouldn't you love that? Hey, go check out the company podcast. Everyone needs to listen to it. The CEO's podcast. And you have to listen to it. And you have to listen to it on the company podcast app too. Podcasts for business. That's cool. That's exactly what we want. You have to listen to a podcast for work. That would suck. That would just take all the joy out of podcasting, of which there is a lot. It's a very joyous thing to do podcasting. We are getting so close. We have one more thing to do.
We would like to announce that we have raised $20 million
to do a gusher,
at a valuation
Chris
of
Joyce.
Insert.
The thing keeps pausing. What's going on here? Server's glitching out.
Stupid valuation number here. We just got B15Y as our lead investor. Our Series A round is so oversubscribed.
So crazy.
Awesome. Congratulations. You now only have a 95% chance of never making a profit. So why am I bringing this up? These are almost real headlines from recent stories. There's a tendency in Startupville to buy into what I call founder fantasy land. I mean, if it happened to Zuck, then it's going to happen to me, right?
Zuck.
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah, right.
Let me digress.
I can't pause the video, but I have to say, and he has a really long story about being in the birth center. So they were scared of giving birth, which is scary. He's still going, but the title of the video is about startup headlines, founder porn. What? Business guys and the kind of porno that they have is startup headlines, is founder porn. So anyway, he's talking about being in the birthing.
Beautiful stories, but kinda too good to be true. There were walls at the birth center covered in pictures.
Covered in pictures.
Of the parents on the day of the birth. They all looked different, yet they all looked the same. Most were smiling, all were proud, and many looked really, really tired.
I was like, keep pausing. The servers are glitching out on me.
Kind of like founders. But one thing is universally true about all of them. And this is what the birth center people said when we first went there. You ready for it?
It's a long story. I'm ready.
Your birth story is your birth story. Your birth story is your birth story.
What?
It's not someone else's birth story. And that applies to you as founder of a company. Your company's birth story is your company's birth story. It's not some other company's birth story. No one can duplicate your
company's
DNA.
birth story.
No one has walked in your footsteps exactly. No one is you and the company that you create. And the story that you experience, your startup story, is yours and yours alone. It may have
We're getting close to the
similarities
end.
to other stories, but chances are it's going to have majorly differences than the finely crafted headlines. And those headlines and
Startup
stories
headlines.
are extremely crafted and
porno.
don't tell the whole story anyway. Not even close.
Is he not going to say
As a founder, don't worry if the grass appears greener.
Founder
It isn't.
porn?
Don't worry if someone appears further along. They're not on your path. And don't compare your story to theirs. There's no comparison. Your story is as different as your DNA and the footsteps you've taken your entire life.
You know what
Don't
else is
compare
your DNA?
apples to zebras. As a founder, the grass may appear greener. The headlines and stories out there may look awesome. I get it. But they are not
porno.
your story. Hell, they may not even be their story. So screw them. Your birth story is your birth story.
Whoa.
Concentrate on that.
Thanks, Chris Gusher. The video is called Startup Headlines Founder Porn, but he didn't ever say porno. Sometimes he's done a lot of horny analogies for startups. And the startups is in your DNA. Your startup, your DNA is different. And you know what else has a lot of DNA? Especially looking. Okay, I can't make horny jokes on the last episode ever of the Cool Podcast. Oh no. Maybe, we don't know. The servers are gonna shut down soon. So I better move on to the outro music and wrap this up and save it before the big shutdown. Okay, everybody. We'll be back next year for another episode of the Q Podcast. Thanks for listening. Thanks for voting, doing podcast democracy. Whew, it looks like we're getting in under the wire. So we'll be seeing you next year on the Q Podcast.
Cool Podcast.
That was a Samurai Nation podcast on the Samurai Nation Podcast Network.
Greetings, podcaster. This is a message from the Quick Viper Server Management AI interface. This server will now be shut down. Please save all files or they will be erased. Commencing shutdown sequence in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. System shutdown commence. Thank you for using Quick Viper Server Management software. Please like our page on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Sign up for our newsletter and receive 50% off your next purchase of any Quick Viper software. Thank you. Goodbye.